Hey guys, welcome back to the Road to Grandmaster. Today I'm playing the Malaysian Chess Championship. Alright, so today I played the first round. Alright, so let's see the game. Okay, so this is the first round. I play white with the white pieces. So I open with e4. Alright, okay, now you can see after the Commonwealth Chess Championship, my rating is right now 1900. Right, my opponent is 1700 player. Alright, so we got a French defense. Again, choosing the Tarash. Knight of 6, e5, 97, bishop d3. So by far it's all opening theory. He played the move f6. Okay, so I play knight f4 to attack this pawn. Takes. He played bishop b4 check, king f1. So far it's still preparation. And my opponent played the move knight e7, which is not a great move. The best move is takes, and then something like g6. G6 is the only move, which is quite surprised. e4 lose to bishop f4. Alright, and now the threat is bishop c7, trapping the queen. Or knight c7, take the rook. Basically white win. Alright, seeing that my opponent played the knight e7, simply just to defend the e6 pawn. Now, however, after this move, now you can see the bishop's almost trapped. The dark square bishop's almost trapped, right? And the best move here is to play h4, which is a move that I not really understand. I mean, after takes, maybe you want to go knight g5 or maybe rook h3, rook g3, some rook lift idea, maybe h5 idea. I don't know, but yeah, this is just much better for white. I play a3, which is decent. Right, trapping the bishop. Right, bishop a5, I go b4. So I'm forcing f takes e5. I go d takes e5. Now bishop c5, b4. Now the bishop is almost trapped. However, it's not because bishop takes f2. I go queen d2. Basically trapping the bishop because right now the bishop is no square. Sorry, yeah, the bishop's no square. If bishop go to d4, then we go knight takes d4, queen takes d4, and bishop g6 is just a discover check. We win the queen. So after a long thought, my opponent find the only move to save this bishop, g5, which I miss. Point being, after knight takes g5, now the d4 square is free. And if I move my knights away, something like knight h5, okay, you go g4 after my knight move. Now he can move his bishop. Alright, however, in this position, there's knight g7 check, queen f4, queen takes g4, bishop g5. Some not very human move. Alright, some engine move, which is very hard to think because I'm not a grandmaster. So I choose to play queen takes f2, and he trade. If you take my knight, I might go queen h4 and then go attack. His king is too weak. So he trade takes, and I think in this position white is much better because we have the bishop pair, we have the king side pawn majority, and I think this bishop is just so bad. Alright, so we play castles. I play attack my bishop. I play bishop h6. If I go bishop g3, I'm afraid of knight f5, so I go bishop h6, rook f7, and in this position I play a very dumb move, and which is king g1. This is a very stupid move. You know, before the tournament, I play many blitz games, so actually it's quite yeah. I'm not thinking very well. So yeah, I'm just so upset. I just play king g1. Right, the point being, I want to move the bishop. Sorry, I want to move the king away. Let's say king e2 is what I want to play. The point being, now the e5 pawn is hanging because of this pin. So I want to play something like king e2. However, knight f5 I can simply move the bishop away. However, there's knight g6, which is what I don't like. Attack the pawn, and I am forced to give up the bishop pair, which is what I don't want to. Alright, there's even knight f4, so this is really bad. and that's why I played the move king g1. Now king g3, king e3, there's knight f5, and like I don't wanna block the e file, you know? I wanna play this rook. And I just totally forgot I can play rook h to e1. Protect the pawn. I'm just thinking like my pawn is under attack, that's a pin. So I need to move the king away because of just unpin myself. I just totally forgot that I can actually defend the pawn. Right. Yeah. So this is quite bad. Right. So I think part of the reason is because um I'm I'm sick right now, so you know, but okay, no excuse. So okay, I play king g1, which is a very very dumb move. Right, very very stupid move. Okay, just block my rook. Okay, so my pawn play knight f5. Yeah, the point being, knight g6, I can play the move rook e1. I don't have to give up the bishop pair. Okay, so my opponent played knight f5. I play bishop d2, and the engine give bishop takes f5 is the best move, which is not a human move because after rook takes, I just simply give up my bishop pair. But I guess the reason is we still have the pawn majority, and now we got the d4 weak square. I think, and also this bishop is still so bad. I think, yeah, probably. So I play bishop d2, just keep the bishop pair. Knight b6. I play rook c1 just to prevent knight c4. You go bishop d7, and I really want to play the move rook c7. Point being bishop c6 takes, king takes knight g5 check. It's a fork. But he can actually play the move bishop e8. And after takes, okay, there's no knight g5. So I first play knight g5, and then go rook c7. The point being, now bishop e8, I can simply win the pawn. However, he can simply play h6, and then now play bishop c6. And I'm forced to trade the rook. But I believe this position is still better for white because I still have the bishop pair, and I think the h pawn is too weak. And also I have the king side pawn majority, so in the long run, I think white should be better. My opponent played the move bishop a4, which is very interesting. Now you want to play bishop d1, I believe, or rook f8. Now again, I totally miss my opponent's idea, and I played the move rook c5. As I say, I'm playing too much blitz, and I couldn't really think very well. So I played a move rook c5, which is again a very bad move. Maybe I should trade the rook and play some king f2, like, and a rook c1. You know, yeah, I think white is still fine. But I played a move rook c5. I just like trying to keep the rook, which is not very good. So, right. So the point is, I want to play bishop takes f5, and after pawn takes, I want to play bishop takes h6. So I'm thinking like he might defend this pawn like king h7 or h5, and next move I will go king f2, and then rook to c1, and then I'll go back to c7. Right, but my opponent just simply played the move rook f8. Now I takes rook takes. I can't take the pawn because my knight is hanging. There's a pin here, so I'm really in trouble now. Like let's say I play king f2. There's another pin. Knight h4 is very strong. Attack the knight and the pawn. So I play the move h4 just to defend my knight with the rook. He played bishop d1, which is a good move. I'm supposed to move my knight away, but like I say, I'm really not in a very good way to think. So I play the move rook h. Sorry. I play the move king f2. I can't play rook h3 because rook h3 is the move I wanted to play, but after takes, rook takes g2, brilliant move. King takes and knight takes h4. Now he can't take the pawn because I just take and play bishop takes h6, but he have this move. So I have to move my knight away, but I play rook. I play king f2, and my opponent simply play takes and 97, forking the rook and the pawn. So right now the engine still give like minus 0.2, like slightly equal. I think the main reason is white have the bishop pair, which is a very very strong advantage in the chess, right? So we have some compensation. However, in a real game, in a human game, basically I think black is just winning, you know, because he's the upper pawn and then he have a pass pawn. So and also both of us, um, me and my opponent is getting some time trouble. Yeah, so black should have more winning chances. I play bishop b1, knight c4, bishop c1 with b5. I go h5. And then say rook g1 is still okay, you know, and then okay, yeah, something like this. But I played a wrong move order. Ah, okay, so I suppose to play check first. And if the king go to f file, I can take on f5, I think, and then take on h6. Yeah, maybe. So the king has to go to h file, and I go h5. Threatening rook g6, rook f6. Okay, I go bishop d3, and the king is out of the center. So I play h5 first, and after rook f6, I play rook g1. Then the king is close to the center. It's closer to the center. So yeah, so basically now black's slightly better. No, much better. I go rook d1 at e7, defend the pawn, trying to go e5. I go king e2, e5. I play bishop g6. Reason is in this February I read many in games and I have a video about it, right? The secrets of chess training. Yeah, the book. I'm reading a book called The Secret of Chess Training. Yeah, and I read many endgames. So there's one theory um is when you are worse in an endgame, trying to trade more pawn. Right. So I play bishop g6, and then just trying to trade more pawn like this. And maybe king e6 was just better, but opponent is afraid about bishop takes h6. In fact, he can actually take on a3. So this is not even a threat. Okay, but he takes, and I take a6, rook d7, rook h7. I takes, he takes. And this is not a draw because there's pawn on two sides, on both sides. If, like, there's no this e and f pawn, there's only pawn on one side, I guess it would be a draw. But with the pawn on two sides, it's actually winning for black. Winning for the one who have more pawn, the one who have who is better. And the reason is this is a very typical thing called the principle of two weaknesses, right? So black's actually winning here. This is not a draw. Let's see how black convert this. So I go check, rook e7, rook a7, check, rook a2, rook b7, king e6, rook e7, and my opponent just slowly maneuver this knight to attack my pawn, my f pawn. Now let's see how we do it. You go knight e3, knight d5, knight f4, king f5, knight e6, knight d4, and finally he take my f pawn. So just completely losing. Now I'm down 2 pawn. There's one pass pawn. So it's just slowly losing. So I play rook d7, king c4, rook f7, e4. I go check, king b3, bishop c5, king c4, bishop f8, king d3, rook d7. And in this position, my opponent played the move king c4 and just forgot about a rule in chess called the 3-4 repetition. So after king c4, I pause the clock, call the arbiter, and then I I I write down the move rook c7 on the score sheet, and I pause the clock. Alright, this is the only times that you can write the move before you move. This is the only time in chess that you can write on the score sheet before you make a move. Right, the only time. So I write rook c7 here. I call the arbiter, and there's a 3-4 here. So after e4, rook c7. This is one time, and this is 2 time. Rook d7, king c4, and now rook c7 is the 3rd time. Right, so we have after e4, the 1st time, 2nd time in this position, and a 3rd time. So it's a very, very lucky draw. Very, very lucky. Yeah, so also it's not a good it's not a good feeling to like to like how the game ended. So it's very I'm very upset that I didn't convert. I have a good opening, but I didn't convert it, and even blunder in the middle game. So yeah, I feel bad to the result, and so I hope I can do better in the next round. Yes, and hope this is not a terrible tournament for me. So
Peace out.
thanks. Bye.
Bye.